You might find out their weakness first. Just write the name of the superhero they came up with. Okay? I'll go from front to back. What I would like you to do, listen carefully. Which of the learning styles is this? If you only hear them, but you're not listening, it means that you only pay attention when it's your team's turn. And I'm going to give you consequences for that. What I'm going to ask one of you when we're done is what one other team chose and what their strength was. So should we pay attention?
Yes.
Okay? So what I would like you to do is, as soon as you hear their superhero power and their strength, just say the superhero, but don't say their strength. I just want to remember who are my kids. Okay? For example, say your hero.
We're Loki.
Okay.
And then we had put that his strength and his weakness is being mischievous. It's both, because he's like the SpongeBob of the group. He absorbs his surroundings for his benefit, but when it's called upon to use as a group, he uses it for outsmarting people.
There's kids like that in the world. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, what are we going to say back to her? Loki. So number one, go ahead and write Loki. All right? Not loco. Not loco en el coco. I have some of those too. Okay? We're just writing our class roster for this year. Okay? Front to back. Here we go. Just say the superhero back to them, and then just listen as they describe his strength or weakness, or hers.
Batman.
Write it down while you listen to the strength or weakness.
He uses his wealth and knowledge to fight crime and help the vulnerable.
Wealth and knowledge. Help me.
Wealth and knowledge.
That's two things, so stop putting commas between only two things. Okay? Number three.
Clark Kent.
Help me.
Clark
Kent. That's his normal or his superhero name?
Normal.
When there's competition, Superman comes out. All right?
Yeah, super strength. The hidden super
Everybody say GPS.
GPS.
I want to know specifically which strength, because when teachers in 3rd through 10th, if you're not specific on the extended, they will not give your kids a 3 or 4 or a 5. They have to explain specifically. Their answer cannot be vague. Super strength is too big, so give me a specific strength that you feel like something that he's.
Like well, because he has multiple powers, right?
Okay, just give name one of them is fine.
He's very strong.
Strong. Can he fly?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you can fly. No, you can't. There's always a battle between who's faster, Superman or Flash, and I'm like, I have no idea. Who cares? As long as they both work fast. Okay? Thank you very much. As soon as you share, you can sit down. You're fired. Okay? We're going to give extra credit if she goes like this. Captain Marvel. Why am I making her pretend to put a cap on? Because that's a proper noun. That way I can kill 2 birds with one what? Stone. Let's see if she does it.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Will it kill you guys to do it too? All right. Write it down while you're listening to the strength.
She's strong, she's a healer, and she absorbs energy.
Trying to absorb her energy. She doesn't have any. Here you go, sweetheart. You use some of this. About 2 of these bottles should work. This is the $1.25 version of the $7 monster drinks. All right. Next. Once you share, you can sit. Hold on. You look beautiful today. That dress. So, do you like? Is that a dog? Are those
They're
dogs?
Australian animals.
How cute. Adorable. And none of that is true. That's my opinion. And your kids, your superheroes, are going to share their opinion. Sometimes they're going to be positive, And sometimes they'll be what? Just learn how to tolerate the negative, and hopefully they'll be transitioning to more what? All right.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
So Black Widow, she's strategic.
Hold on. Mika, we're ticket master. Give her an extra ticket for a strategic, because if I can talk with higher vocabulary with my voice, I might just start graduating down my arm, Mr. Bardwell, and strategic might come out of my pencil on a piece of paper or on my keyboard. Strategic. She answered my question with higher vocabulary. So watch this, please. Here's a little trick. Don't tell anybody. Go like this, everybody. Say, choose your words.
Choose your words.
Carefully.
Carefully.
Not carelessly.
Not carelessly.
Separate the W, please. If you can use higher vocabulary and your voice when you write, that adds something. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you believe. I want to know what you feel. That's your voice, who you are on the inside. So your voice and higher what? Right. Strategic.
Intelligent and athletic.
Well, enough about me. What do you think about me? All right. Thank you, you're fired. I love this table. This is my table of the day. My time. Teachers, they laugh at my jokes even before I say them, so I'm not sure if I should pay them for that. All right.
Wonder Woman.
Write down quickly. Don't leave her off your roster.
She has a lot of strengths, but one that we thought was a strength and a weakness is that she has really strong emotions. So it could go both ways.
My wife has strong emotions. I never thought of her as Wonder Woman, though. She also has a truth what? So go like this, everybody. This is a just teachable moment. There's a verse that says, speak the truth, but in what way? Love. Say that for me? No, it's the whole thing. If you can do that with your students, if they hear the things they need to hear when they need to hear them because they're not hearing them at home, then you're like a ship that's sailing down. But if you speak the truth, help me, with no love, you're the Titanic. If you speak all love and no truth, Miko, I love you. If you can behave for 5 seconds, have some candy. No. Dude, I'm tired of giving you prizes. If you're not getting what you want, either raise the reward or raise the consequence. That poster should not be for decoration. Really radical classrooms have rules, rewards, and consequences. And you better have some really good rewards, extrinsic, and really good consequences, extrinsic. That way, after a while, they become intrinsic over time, because 21 days makes a habit, but 21 weeks makes a pattern, 21 months makes a lifestyle. You've got to turn extrinsic kids to intrinsic. Okay?
Spider-Man.
And some of his strength is, he has super strength, speed, and he has spidey senses, which are his reflexes.
Okay, show me your W, please. He's also got these webs that kind of hold everything and everyone together. How many have somebody in life that helps you hold it all together? We all need a Spider-Man or a Spider-Woman that when we're falling apart, don't do it! Okay, real quick. I'm not as good looking as Thor. And he uses this very important tool. And I'm going to be giving you some tools today. So say this, please. When the students change the tools into toys, comma, they should lose them. I used to have this Nerf gun back when it was safe to have fun with kids. And I put it on my desk. when I would go to a training, and I said, if that gun moves 1 inch, I'm putting it in my closet till next year. My kids did not want to lose that because there was a bullseye between 1 to 5 points, and if they did certain things, they got to shoot at that bullseye and get extra points for their team or themselves. And they're like, do not touch the Nerf gun. It's just having expectations. I need you to behave better without me. So he's got a tool called a sledgehammer. How many need a handyman around the house sometimes because your man is not very handy? She was like, nobody else is raising their hand. Forgive me, Father, perhaps it's been 3 weeks since my last confession. My son, my husband's horrible at fixing things. Thor, what did you guys decide?
Oh, his strength is with a hammer.
Okay.
And he's super duper duper
What grade did you
I resemble that remark. Now, I know that some of you are laughing, but I need you to understand that if you don't use humor in your classroom, you're gonna disconnect more and more kids. But the S for silly right now has to turn to serious on a dime. They have to know when to whiplash right away. Oh, he's having a good time with us, we can be silly for a moment, but now he's being what? Serious. So please write those two extremes, silly to serious. They have to know and be many needs of you. Okay? Next, we have.
We were the first ones. We got the first picture of it, but Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman.
They wrote smaller than you. Can you come up with a different power?
Well, we chose super strength. Obviously, because as teachers, we're supposed to have the strength that the students don't initially think.
Just so that they can know. And she's very, very, very beautiful. Just like Thor. I'm not sure who that last one was, but I heard she was like Miss something. She won some country's beauty contest. But that's the problem, guys. If kids think that it's all about looks, they think that all you need is good looks. If that's all you post is pictures of yourself on Facebook, you're missing the point. It was not Facebook because they wanted to see your face over and over again. I want to see you face to face and connect with you and build a relationship with you in terms of friendships and connections. And too many times, too many kids, all they think about is the outward appearance, and man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks on the what? I gotta help kids understand, just because you're not good looking, that's a physical gap that we're talking about today. Don't lower who you think you are just because you don't look like Thor or Wonder Woman. Not all of us are blessed like Mr. Bardwell and myself. Thank you very much.
Captain America.
Bonus
Captain
tickets.
America. And his.
Let's ask him this.
Why?
Repeat back to him so I can know that you heard it.
Why?
Captain America.
And his superpower is to remember everything.
There's kids that can do that? Yeah, I have a brother that can do that. Chris, you can tell me what I did wrong back in 1947? So it can be a strength and a what? So I gotta tell him, when you rewind Michael Jackson, and do your moonwalk, focus on the positive, not just the negative. Because sometimes good memories, really great memories, they only focus on negative things. Everything you've ever done wrong in your life.
Well, I guess she's popular because he said Wonder Woman.
Popular, okay? Is it important to be popular? No, to me, popular is synonymous to popular. Don't base who you are on how many followers you have or how many friends you have. Everybody raise one finger, please. If you can find one friend, one person who believes in you and will encourage you, then focus on that person. Have that person be your partner. Let me explain. Go like this, everybody. The Lone Ranger used to hang out with Tonto. But Tonto was always doing dumb things and saying dumb things. So maybe that's why his name is what? Lone Ranger. Maybe it's better to be by yourself. Because if I hang out with Tonto, I end up doing things. What's your sister's name?
Kanea.
Kanea in 7th grade. She was partnering with a gangster at Alamo Middle School, or Audie Murphy, I can't remember which one. And the parents, the school called my wife and said, hey, we want Kanea to be partners all year with this gangster in the school. Is that okay? And my wife said, hey, Bill, they want Kanea to be with whatever. And we asked Kanea, like, why do they want, oh, it's because he wears his halo when he's with me. He behaves with me and defends me to the whole class and everybody. He never misbehaves when he's with me, so it's just finding the right partner. Batman, raise your hand. Batman used to hang out with the Joker. Comma. He found out that the Joker was Robin all of his learning time, so he started hanging out with Robin instead. And so sometimes it's just getting them with the right partner that's going to complement them, not compete with them. So you can help Joker once in a while, but if all he's doing is joking around, then we're not going to get much done. Okay? Those are the wieners. All they want to do is joke around. The whiners. Nombre mis, it's too hard. Ya me quiero morir. And you're like, dale gas.
Well, we had, that she's a strong, powerful woman, the lasso of truth, but also that she's compassionate.
Can you write that one down next to her name? Wonder Woman, compassionate. Yes, have passion, but also be compassionate. Understand that not everybody has walked in your shoes. Because the saying says, don't judge a person until you've walked a mile where?
In their shoes.
Their shoes is their life experiences, where they've gone, what they've gone through. Real quick. One of my students came home. It was a one bedroom house with like 6 kids, 8 kids, to a sister who had hung herself. And she was never the same after that. She was the first one to see her. And we had teachers getting after her for not paying attention in class. And not being, what was the word she used? Understand that you haven't seen your sister hanging from a rope. You need to understand that not everybody is going to jump through your hoops when you ask them to do so. So I saved the best for last, right? Oh no, the best is back there. Let's see what you got.
We put a silver surfer.
Silver surfer.
Wow. So it has a lot of powers, some that are different from the other ones, like space travel.
Space travel. How many of you have kids who are lost in space a lot? Yeah. You can keep them grounded, that would be great. Okay? Silver Surfer was his name.
Storm.
Miss, we weren't talking about the weather today. But I can imagine every classroom has a storm. And storms are usually with high pressure or low pressure. If you know, your low pressure, lousy weather. High pressure, happy weather. So there's a lot of low pressure storms in your classroom, and you've got to figure out how to keep it positive. Okay?
And her
strength, he draws her powers or strength from the Earth's electromagnetic field.
Okay. What is your name?
Noelia.
I can't get that from the ground. I got nothing from the ground, but I can get it from you. I can draw my strength from you if you'll say the things that I need to hear and do the things that will help me become a better me. Okay? That's my favorite one so far. How many tickets would you like for that amazing answer?
A whole row.
Just put her name down for $10. I'm not giving you the whole roll. You guys, y'all win two. You win 10 of the dollars. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. I'll send them to Mr. Bartle. As soon as my friend Israel pays me. How many do we have left? All right.
Black Widow, and I put that she's an expert martial artist, and one of her weaknesses was that she was brainwashed when she was very young.
Now, brain. Everybody say brain.
Brain.
Wash.
Wash.
If you don't understand that concept, could brain wash be a good thing? I need somebody to wash my brain from all the crap that someone has put in there in my past. I can take everyone, and I'm going to take every one of these superheroes you guys have told me and show you how they have a negative thing, but we're going to see them as the superheroes. They have the potential to be, not the weakness that sometimes come out. So we're going to wash those brains that have had lots of negative opinions and emotions poured into their heads and their hearts. Okay? Is that it? Anybody else from this group?
Superman. Oh, sorry. I beat you. We chose Superman because he can fly.
Why?
If you have two Supermans in your classroom, in other words, they have the same first name, just maybe give him a different last name. Maybe come up with listen to the different strengths. Does Superman have any other strengths than what we already said?
He's there when something's wrong. Try to fix it.
So every time something goes wrong, he's there. And there's a lot of kids that are
But
there.
when he's needed.
Yeah, there's kids that are here, but they're not all there. Does that make sense? And I need them to be here and there. Okay? All right, I saved the administrators for last. Oh, sorry, one more.
Captain Marvel.
Okay, that was their student.
She has a super strength, stamina, agility, and durability.
Okay, that was really amazing. Everybody say, slow down a little. I have some kids in my classroom, they're auctioneers. So I'm going to slow down the speed. But let's keep the volume up. Nice and loud. Say one at a time so we can hear these. Don't write them, just repeat them back to her.
Super strength.
Super strength.
Stamina.
Stamina.
Agility.
Agility.
And durability.
Durability.
I'm going to give her 3 tickets for those 3 high vocabulary words.
Woo!
Okay? Can you hear me? I'm going to have a word bank in my classroom. I want you to write stamina, durability, and what was the other one? Agility. And if those come out, you automatically win $10. Okay? Because everybody raise one finger. Once a week.
Once a week.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Or once a year.
Once a year.
If I'm really poor.
Really poor.
I reach into my word bank. And you'll give a prize for kids' names who come out. Okay? All right. Hands on the table. Oh, there's more?
Yes.
I forgot you guys. Will you forgive me?
Sure.
You're so forgiving. That's your superpower.
We had Phoenix.
Everybody help her?
Phoenix.
Who manipulates matter and energy, has telepathic power, and is also has telekinesis.
Can you do me a favor? Could you translate all that into English? Just kidding. That's a student with high voc. She answered the question, but listen, 3rd through 10th. When you answer the question and you're answering it with higher vocabulary, that reader is going to notice your word choices are more effective. So I'm going to go like this, please, and then open your mouth. What does W-O-W spell?
Wow.
She's saying, what other words could I use when I'm explaining my answer? Because if you can't teach your pre-K and kinder to talk with higher vocabulary, we'll never get them to write with higher vocabulary. So have a word bank for great talkers. Okay? Say that again. That was amazing. You're now my student, my new student of the day. Sorry for whoever it was that was before.
She manipulates matter.
Manipulates matter. Say that.
Manipulates matter.
Telepathic power.
Telepathic power.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
La tuya. What'd you come up with, guys?
Everybody's gone?
Oh, no.
No, again,
He's like, man.
We're in the back. He's in my team too.
If I know they don't like to be touched, I'm gonna say, guys, you're the best team that I have, and I left you out. Because sometimes that's all I need is words. Don't touch me. Just give me positive words of affirmation. Okay. He's got a novel on the back, so be ready. Oh, he even stood up.
Mr. Fantastic.
Sorry, I asked. I don't want to hear about you. What's that arrow? What is the arrow? Can you tell your partner's gonna share?
Positive opinion.
When you say someone's fantastic, it's not true, it's your opinion. So every time you're reading and you see a word like fantastic, have your kids draw an up arrow, which means it's a positive opinion of whatever or whoever we're reading about. Okay? Everybody say fantastic?
Fantastic.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Huh?